What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Resolution time, November 2021. We're almost there. We're almost at the end of the year. There's only one more of these videos left after this one this year, and then we are next year. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Just over 7 weeks until Christmas, I believe. Something like that. Let's dive into these. So I have 12 resolutions, sort of one for each month kind of deal. Organized into 4 sections, each divided into 3 little sort of subsections, like sort of focuses, I suppose you could call them. So our first section we're going to look at is the social aspect of my life, my foundation, as I'm calling it. So my little flirtation one, the sort of the love life component, this year has been focused on myself and on self-love. And yeah, had a couple of breakdowns, not gonna lie. But I feel like they were, even though they were horrible while I was experiencing them, I feel like they helped sort of get to a core of a particular issue that I'm having, and one that I will be able to sort of bring up at my next psychology appointment, which is actually the end of this month. So hopefully by next month I'll have been able to make some sort of headway in that. I have also got, I'm trying to get myself back into doing all of my journaling and stuff. I had, again, sort of taken a, you know what, this is annoying me. I'm gonna need comb this mess for 2 seconds. Excuse me. But no, I'm trying to get back into journaling. I'd sort of given it up for a bit because I just wasn't finding the motivation. And now it turns out that when I was doing it, now I think about it, I was a little bit more motivated because I sort of had a structure. I had a structure in place, even if my day itself didn't. And that structure purely revolved around the fact that at a certain time in the afternoon, I would go and I would exercise, I'd come home and I would eat. I would then have my shower, come into this, journal, medication, bed. Like, there was a little nightly routine that had sort of formed with it at the core. And that then obviously in turn helped with my sleep, obviously. It helped with my motivation in the morning because I would have good sleep, so I would wake up feeling refreshed. And that's just sort of, it's kind of gone a little bit. So I'm trying to find that spark again. But I'm finally having a bit of a breakthrough in therapy last month, as well as my little breakdowns helped me sort of come to the core of a particular issue, whether the person I have the issue with wants to talk about it or not. It has been enlightening personally, so that I can sort of try and come up with like strategies for coping with that particular issue, even if I can't resolve it. So it sucked personally, like just emotionally speaking, it sucked. But we're giving it a tick. Purely based on the fact that I had so many breakthroughs this last month. Spending more time with family. I mean, there was my birthday. So October's a big month for birthdays in my family. There's my birthday, my dad's, his sister, my aunt's, one of my cousins on that same side of the family. All within the month. There's also Halloween. Obviously, my birthday is on sort of, and usually is very close to the long weekend in October, which is usually the first weekend. My birthday being the 4th. It's, you know, even if it's on a Wednesday, it's just before the weekend sort of deal. So it's, yeah, I usually get a pretty sweet deal for my birthday with having a long weekend off, with which to spend with family. Is sort of the usual thing. My front part's dry, the back part's not, and it's just, I'm gonna try and ignore it, but it's annoying me. So yeah, plenty of opportunities. Just realised this month I'm probably going to be able to do that even better, because I've got to sit down and organise getting a film completed, just sort of for the family, like it's a home video sort of deal. There's a lot of work I need to do on that, and I've got to actually get it done, because sort of the deadline I want to have it done by is coming up very quickly now. It's also the end of this month. So yeah, it's going to be lots of family time this coming month as well. I'm not going to give it like a 100% pass, because some of my issues that I'm dealing with are just sort of family issues that everyone sort of has. So yeah, but I did it. I spent a fair bit of time with my family. Checking in with friends. I smashed this one out of the park. I reconnected with a friend that I'll speak to them and I'll have like a mad conversation, and then I won't speak to them for another couple of months because they live in Brisbane, and because COVID means that I can't go visit, and all these other things. But I touched base with them. I am in conversation with another friend. We're trying to find accommodation in Sydney for going to afters, because I'm still quite confident that I'm going, and I will be until I get told that I'm not. That'll be when it's like, okay, well, just try better next time sort of deal. Not COVID. But you know, I'm in a conversation with him about that, on top of a whole heap of other things as well. Certain projects that we'd like to do together, that sort of thing. And then we started a D&D group, myself and a couple of friends locally. As well as I, sort of a couple of days before Halloween, went up and saw my best friend, and I'm actually going to message them tomorrow. I have tomorrow off from work, but I'm actually going to message them because I have a suspicion that my newest godson may they've been born in the last couple of days. And I just want to sort of check in, see how they're all doing. Yeah. So that's those three. Doing pretty well for them. Our next little section is our time, like what I'm doing with my time, what I'm doing with my freedom. So the first one is finding transferable work. So I actually have a job when I go to Sydney, and I need to double check my emails to see if I've actually gotten anything back about this. I'm horrible for checking my emails, but I need to double check them. Because I did apply for a position at, I think it was Kmart. Both sort of the two nearest me, one in Port Macquarie, which is north, another in Foster, which is south, and then three in Sydney, all sort of around where Afters is, so that they're very close by, so that if I have a shift that starts when I'm finishing school, I finishing class, I can just sort of go straight there and get to work. So I don't know if I've actually found any so much, but I've certainly applied for and made efforts to find transferable work. So we get a tick there. The next one down says submit Afters application, which was actually done 3rd September, but I did submit my scholarship applications. The 3 that I was eligible for, I did get them in. So tick that off, and hopefully that also bears fruit. I'm less confident on those. Those are sort of like I have a 1 in whatever chance sort of thing, and that's sort of what I'm banking on, is just that fraction of a chance. And then if I get it, awesome, one less thing to worry about. And if I don't, I wasn't really hanging any hopes on it. So, and then the last one is spend less time with screens, trying to do things like my D&D session, or which is a tabletop game, or going out and doing things like I went and visited my friend and was playing in like the backyard with my godson. Those sorts of things that don't involve screens. And I feel for the most part I was able to do that pretty well. I only really have screens in front of me when I'm at home. And so for at least 3 out of 7 days, I have work from 9 till 4. So I'm able to sort of get away from them for at least 3 days. So for almost, it's not half the time because I still have them at home, but you know what I mean. Like it's almost like 50% of the days. And then it's Saturdays from here on out. So on Saturdays from here on out, I've now got D&D. So it's another day where I'll sort of wake up, and then by about midday, I'm out at the friend's house that we play at, DMing and playing Dungeons and Dragons, which is a lot of fun, I will say. Very, very enjoyable. So while it might not have been entirely successful during the month, things were set up in that month to make sure that it's successful this month. For that, I'm giving it a tick. The health one is the one we struggled with the most. So the 3 here for our overall fitness were develop better eating habits, keep a mental health diary, and to try to get up earlier so I can meditate. I've got a little spot, I know I'm going to do it out in the backyard. It's right next to the pool, and I can sort of focus on the water and whatnot. I do also have plans to try and, you know, if I can get myself into that kind of routine, maybe go and do a little bit of a run sort of thing. You know, do some exercise early in the morning, come back to a little meditation session, and if I can get up early enough, it'll be with enough time to then come inside, have breakfast and get ready to go to work on days when I have work. So considering that I try to leave here no later than 8:30 in the morning for that, to try and get myself the you know, the 5k in the morning plus meditation for 10-15 minutes plus I mean, I'm already sort of just in the run and the meditation alone, I'm already looking at like an extra hour earlier. Once we factor in getting dressed for that, and then also being able to swap around to get dressed for work, including a quick shower to wash all the sweat off. Yeah, we're looking at like an hour easy, if not an hour 15 sort of thing. So yeah, trying to get those better eating habits and re-establish a nightly routine, definitely going to be high points for this month. In fact, I'm going to change the eating habits right here to sleeping. There we go. That's our November ones. I need to come up with some ones for, okay. Cool. That works. And hopefully we'll be able to keep to those. But yeah, that was sort of our lowest point last month, was our mental, physical, and spiritual health. The last one is our financial gain. Anything to do with money. So as far as the lowest of these, like the least of importance goes, I have all of my D&D stuff, which is great. The two things above that in terms of importance are trying to get myself a laptop for going to afters with. I did look at it, I know how much it's going to cost, I don't yet have it, but I made attempts towards it. So I at least now know how much I need. And then the most important one is having money still in the bank for being able to go and actually be able to put on bond for a place. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to be able to still have some savings at the end of the month, because I'm this close to getting that laptop. So hopefully that'll work out before the end of the month. Yeah. Other than that, we did all right. We did pretty decently. Yeah, cool. I'm going to, in the sort of description down below, will be a whole little thing about what my resolutions are and how I sort of structure them, so that if you want to sort of adopt the same approach, you can. I feel it makes it a little bit easier if you can sort of go, you know, for my physical health, this is what I want to change. For my emotional health, this is how I want to approach feeling better about myself. As far as, you know, my spirituality, maybe I need to believe in myself more, or maybe I want to, you know, do some evangelistic work and whatever it might be. So I'm gonna leave that in the description. Let me know what was a resolution you were able to complete this month in the comments section. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload videos. If you enjoyed this one, please give it a big old thumbs up. And until next time, keep your head screwed on.